Hello, good afternoon. Could potentially be good evening. It could be a very good morning to you, all the way from South Africa. And I've got Janine here with me, and we want to just quickly jump on and talk to you about the Business with Altitude Summit Day 1, which finished earlier today. And it was super awesome. If you weren't there, you are missing out. You have no idea. Janine, do you want to tell us what was the most valuable thing that you think today provided to the business owners?
Thanks, Aret. It was absolutely phenomenal. We had a great time. Exactly what you said. If you weren't there, you absolutely missed out. The thing that stood out for me was the cortex vortex. I mean, this is the thing. We stress too much and we do too little thinking because of it, right? And
Yes.
everybody is busy, but nobody is effective. I think that's one of the biggest things. And yes, we spoke about customer experience, and speaking to even the team afterwards is maybe we have a misperception between customer experience and customer service. That was a really big
Mm.
eye opener for me.
Yes, absolutely. And it really is. It's time that we demystify this thing about customer experience, but also we are human beings and we need to understand how our brains operate. And that's why the cortex vortex is really important. So even though you weren't at the session today, this one time I'll share with you the cortex vortex. So the cortex vortex, your prefrontal cortex, goes under stress, and then it goes stupid. Really, actually, I'm sorry, you make yourself dumb when you stress, and then it can't think. And then you kind of have you ever sat in front of your computer? I know I've done it a lot of times. You sit in front of your computer and you're staring at the screen, and there's nothing there. It's blank. That's called the cortex vortex. And if you are consistently in that space, you can't be creative. You can't solve problems. So the best thing to do for business owners, if you are in that situation and you have experienced that, I suggest that you go for a walk, take a deep breath, just pay attention to the nature around you if you are around nature. If you're not able to go for a walk, then actually you should be breathing. Now I know most people are going to go, oh, thanks, I kind of have to breathe. That's how I stay alive. No, 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 guys. No, I mean intentional breathing, where you sit down, you put your hands on your lap, you close your eyes, and you breathe completely, and you just pay attention to your breath. You don't have to do that and be weird about it for like 10 minutes. You can really do that in a minute, and you'll find that you are instantly recharged and instantly you feel like, okay, I have a little bit more space. It's just about creating some space. So we've actually received some feedback already from some participants who shared with us that they actually loved the online session. So if you're worried about whether or not the online sessions are for you, because it's virtual, guys, I mean, could it be effective? Yes, it's absolutely effective. And
Absolutely.
there's 100% opportunity for people to um, network with each other,
Mm.
to ask questions, to pose situations, and to get feedback from the rest of the group. And I must be honest, it's such a diverse group of people that we've got in the
Yep.
summit that you are not going to get groupthink. That we have people from Pakistan, from Manila, from the Philippines, we've got Australians, we've got South Africans. It's a vast group of people. We've got Mauritius. We've got people who are doing different things, who have different
Mm.
perspectives, different cultural backgrounds. So the richness of the conversations is just on another level. So if you actually don't have a ticket and you want to join us, then I will actually, in the comments, I will pop the link in for you to go and check it out. You are welcome to join us tomorrow. We'd love to have you. And also, so if you're wondering what tomorrow's going to hold, it's really cool because we have the amazing Janine, who's going to be talking to us about stuff that you actually did not see coming. Let me just say, like all of you are
Yeah.
sitting there going, I know how to do digital marketing and I know about social media and I post on Facebook and Instagram. Guys, that's not it. I know what
Mm.
she's going to talk about. You don't know.
Mm.
Definitely not.
Mm.
And then, of course, we've got
Mm.
Matt, who's going to talk to us about enabling using technology to enable customer experiences and how we can use the AI, which a lot of people are scared of, but how that
Mm.
could potentially help your business grow. And then we've got Christo, who's going to be talking about some leadership principles for businesses and how leadership can actually help you grow your business. So it's not just a warm and fuzzy thing that corporates have to talk about. It's something that we all should be employing in our business. So, Janine, what else stood out for you today in your conversations with the participants?
Your purpose is your North Star. That was one of the things that we
Mm,
discussed as well. And some feedback on one of the breakaway rooms that we had was brilliant, because this is a sought after business leader with many businesses. And she actually gave feedback to say, you know what, vision, mission, I get that stuff, but I realize that my mission is actually my purpose. And
mm,
purpose with the profit, with the revenue, if we've got those things right, and we've got, like we said, our big, hairy, audacious goals or our BHAGs set out, you know what? Then the future is bright. But it's like
mm,
you were saying earlier, is virtual effective? Absolutely. Whether you are virtual or in person, you cannot take a aha moment away from somebody.
no.
And this is the thing, this is what's happening, is the businesses, the business owners, the teams are getting aha moments, and that they are going
Mm.
to implement in their businesses that will change the course of their business forever. And that's exactly what's happening.
Absolutely. So the cool thing about the purpose is once you are clear about your purpose, and I get that people think it's such a simple thing, but it's actually a really hard thing to do. But once you are clear about your purpose, everything kind of just falls into place. If you know why you're doing what you're doing, then your decision making process just gets so much easier. It gets so much easier to decide who to hire, who to fire. I know that's not a very nice word, but I mean, we sometimes have to make, as leaders, we have to make those tough calls. How do you innovate your business? All of those things stems from your purpose. And unfortunately, we've all been taught by business schools, actually, that you must have a vision and a mission and you need values. Those are the things. If you've got those three things, you can start a business. Yay. But that's not what's going to get you out of bed. Like, no. Also, I mentioned it in the chat today. We live in a global economy, and the fact that we have global attendees, like not just one or two people, we have a global group of people at the summit, means that we are connecting with global people. And that's not just us, it's actually every single business that exists, which means that they are not forced to buy from you. Nobody has to buy your marketing services. If you are selling furniture, they don't have to buy from you. You know what? I can probably buy those products from China. I could, and they'll still come and deliver, and it will still work the same. I'm going to sit on it. It's going to do whatever it is supposed to do. So people are now looking for things to resonate with. And if you're clear about your purpose, you can build that into the culture of your business. You can build that into your customer experience, and that's what your customers will buy. That's what gets your team out of bed. I shared a case study, and I won't be giving you the full details, because if you wanted it, you should have been there. But part of what business owners struggle with is the fact that they think the purpose for the business is to make money. Now, don't get me wrong, we do need to make money. If your business is not making money, it's a hobby, it's not a business. However, money is a very bad purpose. It's an excellent tool, but it's a bad purpose. If you don't believe me, I dare you, go and tell your employees the reason they work so hard for you is so that you can make more money for yourself. And then just let me know how that plays out. I take no responsibility, by the way, for what happens and any chaos that ensues after that. But let us know how that plays out. I would love to know, because money is not a purpose. Money is something that we use to create the purpose.
I agree. Money is options.
Yes, 100%. 100%.
You know, one other thing that you mentioned was the law of diminishing intent. And that was something that also really stayed with me. And I think also in a very practical way will stay with many other people as well.
Mm. So I think the best way to describe diminishing intent is the fact that we all generally, I don't do that anymore, but we all make New Year's resolutions. And come the 5th of Jan, those New Year's resolutions are out the door. I have forgotten about them. They don't make no difference in my life. And the reason is because of the law of diminishing intent. So the law of diminishing intent says the further away you get from an intervention or an interaction, the less likely you will take action. And that's true for everything in our lives. If you are, think about when you want to lose weight and you've got like a chocolate next to you, and you're like, I'm just going to have this one, and then I'm going to stop eating sweets. Just this one. Okay, you should have stopped there. Like, you should have stopped there. Just go put
It
it
ain't gonna
away,
work.
because there's going to be another one that you're going to be like, okay, no, I mean, like this is now my last chocolate. And it's the same in your business. The business owners that are learning new things. I mean, we are, for the most part, the people, your vibe is your tribe, if you didn't know.
Mm.
So the people who are in our tribe, the people who are in our community, are people who want to grow, who want to learn, who are really pushing to create businesses that last and stand the test of time, and that create
Mm.
legacy and positive impact. And those kind of businesses want to make a real change. The problem
Mm.
is that when they don't take action immediately, they never make the change, and they feel like a failure, and they think it's their fault, but it's actually just a small behavioral change. It's a tiny little shift from going, okay, instead of I'll do that tomorrow, do it now.
Mm.
It's like when you tell your kids to pack the dishwasher. Go do, please pack the dishwasher. I'll do it not. No, we're not going to fight about this later. You're going to get up now and you're going to go pack the dishwasher, and then it's done. Whereas if you leave them, the longer you leave them, the less likely they do it, and then it's a fight. The same is true
Mm.
for your business. So Janine, tell us, what can we look forward to, without telling us what we can look forward to tomorrow in your session?
Well, I think the two biggest things that we need to, or let's say there's two columns basically. We need to speak about what is brand, we need to speak what is marketing, and we need to speak about what is sales. Because we think we know, but we really don't know the purpose of each one of them. So we need to speak about what is a brand, what is marketing, and we need to speak about what is sales and what is your purpose as a business person with those three things. And then we're going to dig a little bit into digital marketing, like we said, traditional marketing. And then there's one thing that will remain a surprise until tomorrow, but that is the thing that I'm the most excited about. And that is what you have not heard. And yeah, that will remain a surprise.
So if you don't have a ticket, just go and check it out there in the chat box. That's where you need to go if you want to know what that thing is. I know what it is, and I can tell you there are, in fact, I don't know anyone else who is currently talking about this. And it's kind of like one of those things, you're either on the bus or you're not. And if you're not on the bus is leaving without you, and you're going to miss your
That's it.
stop. Like,
Yes.
everyone's going to Cape Town or to Seychelles, and you're going to be sitting at home looking at them having a jaw. So, my recommendation is, if you're not already part of the group and in the sessions, I suggest that you make a plan. The sessions are much shorter. It is very high impact, and it is jam packed. Look, it is a proper day. If you think that this is just going to be one of those fun talks where people's going to, it's not. I promise you. It's from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. South African time. If you're in Britain, it's 8 to 11. And if you're in France, it's 9 to 12. If you're in Australia, Central Australian time is 4:30 to 8:30, and if you are in the Eastern state, it's 5 o'clock to 9, I think. So if you're not already joining us, I would really suggest that you make a plan, because it's going to be really cool. And then, of course, we have a special surprise for the people who are already in there, because there's something else that one of the other speakers are going to be doing that's really, really cool, which you also, by the way, have not seen or heard before. Isn't it
That's
interesting how
it.
we do all these cool things at the summit that you haven't seen and heard before? And I want to tell you that that's the purpose of the summit. We are not here to share with you stuff that you already know. The purpose of the Business with Altitude Summit is, and has always been, to equip you with the things that you need to do and know to be successful in your business. Yes, there are things that you think you know, but your application and your
Yeah.
practical implementation of those principles is what makes the difference. So if you're struggling or you feel like it's time that you step up to the next level, then that's the place to be.
Yeah.
So, Yanni, do you want to share with us sort of your parting thoughts?
I think what I want to do, Odette, is I want to leave our links to our Discord and Telegram channels, because there are people watching this that are not able to join tomorrow for some or other reason, but they want to. They've already realized, you know what, this is my vibe and this is my tribe, and I want to be part of this. And I'm going to leave those comments there for us in the chat so that people can join our channels and become part of the community, because that is really what we are forming here, is a community of like-minded thinkers.
I love it. That's awesome. So, if you needed to get an update on what Discord is, then you like just go click on
You
the
better
link,
join tomorrow.
download the app, and join so that you can also know what Discord is and Telegram and know what it is we're talking about. And join our tribe, because you know what? Your vibe is your tribe. We are pretty cool. We do cool things, and we want to invite you to come and join us and be cool and do cool things in your business. We take people along the journey. For us, it's about making sure that we all get there together. So why don't you come and join us? If you have already got a ticket for tomorrow, then we would love to see you. We can't wait to share with you. Tomorrow is going to be super awesome. Make sure that you are on time, that you're signed in, and that you are ready. All the distractions off, pen, paper, cup of coffee, ready to hit the ground running. We can't wait to see you. Cool.
Awesome.
Then we will see you guys
Thanks,
tomorrow.
Odette.
Janine, thank you so much for your time. I'm so excited to hear from you tomorrow.
Me too.
Awesome. Bye for now, guys.